morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. Good morning, people of Tube. Hope you're well today. Hope you're feeling grand as well in your world. I have this pedal to demo for you today. A lot of people have said I need to get my hands on it, and thanks to a YouTube fan, I finally have. So thank you very much, sir, for the loan of this pedal. So without further ado, let's get into making more noise. I'll just look quickly. That's your volume, that's drive, and then you got free band EQ, treble, middle, and bass. So without further ado, let's make some more noise. Okie dokie. So I actually forgot to mention, a YouTube fan has very, very kindly lent me this pedal to have a go on. So I thank you very much indeed, sir. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it no end. Thank you. So yes, let's get to making some noise with the Alexander Silver Jubilee pedal, or is it, yeah, the Jubilee Silver Overdrive as it's known. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the loudness where it is. The loudness is like at 10 o'clock, so that's kind of like just a bit above unity, just boosting a smidgen. So like, to give you an idea, this is just the clean channel on the MG, and then this is the Alexander. So they're kind of unison, but the distortion's a little bit more, little bit louder. Only a smidgen, I think, like, you know, like a dB or 1 dB or 2 dB. It's not a great deal, but it's still boosting, which is, you know, good thing. Okay, so the setting I've got at this point in time is I've got loudness at 10 o'clock. Excuse me. I've got drive all the way up. Treble is at 11 o'clock, and middle and bass are at 12 o'clock, so straight up. And this gives you a really kind of cool, kind of Slash-esque kind of sound. But this is just a straight bypass sound. Just, you know, very, very kind of straight, kind of neutral, kind of clean tone for the pedal just kind of like sit on top. So, sticking on the Jubilee Silver Overdrive, I'm going to keep calling it the Silver Jubilee. So let's just get out of here now. Right. Anyway, went all farmer then. But anyway, this is what it sounds like at its current setting. I've totally forgotten how to play Walk This Way. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of cool. It's very kind of like in that kind of Slash kind of vein. That in years. I'm amazed I remember that much of it. But no, it's that kind of thing. If you roll your tone off, you get that kind of Use Your Illusions era Slash kind of tone, especially on the net pickup. You get that. You know, it really gives you that kind of Slash-esque kind of, you say, Use Your Illusions era tone. Terminator 2 and reliving my youth with this tone. It definitely makes me just want to play Slash stuff though, and that's cool. But I don't know. It's a really just a very classic rock kind of tone. It's really really cool. It kind of does the ready-made thing. Peeking out there. It kind of does that John Frusciante tone, definitely. It's got that thing. It's got the Silver Jubilee distortion channel tone down to a T. It really does. It's really nice, really nice sound. So let's start messing around with the settings. Let me show you what it can and can't do. So let's start with the drive. So let's get the drive all the way down. Nothing. So that's kind of what you'd expect, obviously, the drive on 0. The drive on a quarter. Nice. That's very classic, that is. That's a great sound. That's like a plexi almost kind of sound. So, drive at a half now. Ah! Makes me want to put more reverb on. great sound. The gain low is really drive. Sorry, low is really nice. So totally lost my way there. So this is drive now on 3/4. That much reverb is making me go into Gary Moore territory. So that's drive at 3/4, drive all the way. I'll take that. I've got to say, my initial... Well, I've got to say, I don't like this pedal for strats at all. I don't like it for single coil pickups. It's the reason why I'm starting with Les Paul. It really excels with humbuckers. It seems really voiced to that kind of... that sound. It sounds really good with a Strat, don't get me wrong, it does sound really good, but it definitely seems to suit humbuckers more. Whether that's just me being the way it is, or the way I like the way I like sound, like, you know, quite dark and kind of yeah, just dark sounding. Yeah, I don't know, but it's a great pedal for a Les Paul if you want that big, fat, drivey kind of mild blues overdrive to full out Gary Moore slash kind of thing, or Joe Bonamassa thing. This is kind of pedals to do that with. Okay, so we're going to move on to the EQ section now. So let's start with it. We'll work from your left to right. Okay, I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm not very clever with left and right, so it's like, which one's which? I'm a bit slow that way. But anyway, moving along. I keep saying anyway. Stop saying anyway. You've just said it again. Stop saying anyway, Dave. You just said it again. Anyway. Treble. Yeah, let's lower the treble all the way down. So this is treble off. It's almost got that kind of Joe Bonamassa thing going on there. So treble on a quarter now. Treble on a half. It's a very nice... The EQ section on this pedal is really nice. It reacts in a really, really cool way. They're very interactive, which is nice. It's a lot like the Silver Jubilee. I would have liked a present style on it, though, as well. That would have been really nice. Just asking for things. I'm trying to be spoiled. Stop being spoiled, Dave. You'll get what you're given. Anyway, moving along. Yeah, so that's treble at half. Did I play treble at half? I don't remember. No, that's treble at half. Treble at 3/4. It's starting to get quite gnarly now. And treble all the way up. Yeah, that's not my bag at all, man. Okay, so I'm going to lower the mids now. So this is mids totally out the circuit. Weird. Okay. Mids at a quarter. You can already hear it just starts to fatten up. Mids back to a half. Love mids. Love mids. I will marry mids and have mids babies. Anyway, mid at 3/4. That's getting more Joe Bonamassa-y now. I'm we're getting peeked out on the camera. One sec. Okay, sorry about it, everyone. As I'm boosting the mids, the pedal's actually getting louder and more punchy. So it's boosted the volume up a bit. I didn't overcompensate for that because I'm still learning, everybody. Okay, so mids on 3/4. This is mids all the way up. Sorry, Eric Johnson. Hang your head in shame, David Simpson. Good gravy. Anyway, so that's mids at full. I'm going to put mids back to a half now. I'm going to try the bass. So we'll turn all the bass off. Okay, so that's bass all the way off. Bass on a 1/4. Bass on a 1/2. You don't really need to go any further than that, really, but we will for the essence of the demo. Essence of the demo? Gone mad. Okay, so bass at 3/4. This is just like ridiculously booming. That's just all bass, and then bass all the way up. It's just massive sounding. Okay, so it's really nice about halfway. What happens if we turn the EQ all off? That's what I want to know. Ooh. One sec, let me turn it. Very violin-y kind of sounding. Very smooth sounding amp sound. It's an A day. Can you tell? A May. What? What? A May? Oh yeah, we're in May. Yeah. I knew my brain had a reason for saying that. Got that. That's quite nice. But I've got to say, my favourite setting is definitely the one I started with. So bass and middle. Yeah, bass and middle at 12 o'clock, and then the treble just rolled back a bit. Maybe treble off. Oi, up lad. I think that's kind of more my kind of. Oh, I don't know where I went there. I like it with the treble off. Can you imagine that? What about treble off and bass, middle all the way up? Nah, it's just a little bit clunky for my liking that. Okay, so that's kind of what's in the. That's kind of, like I say, it seems to be voiced more towards the Silver Jubilee's kind of distortion channel. You know, when you pull the dial out for the boost, than it does a clean sound. It does a really good clean tone, but only really with humbucker. I don't know if I can say that. It's a bit ridiculous for me to say that, really. It's silly for me to say that. It's just me being silly. But it does a really good clean tone with a Strat, and I'm going to switch guitars in a sec, and we'll go to the Oswald Strat, and we'll do some clean stuff. Well, we'll do some Strat stuff, should I say. And it does a really, really cool thing, and it's got that Marshall thing. It's got that Marshall sound, / Joe Bonamassa, you know, everybody uses Silver Jubilee. It's in here, and it gives you a really awesome... Give you a great sound. nicely as well. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. One thing I will say, it doesn't behave very well with my other pedals. It doesn't like the governor. It doesn't like being in line with that. It doesn't like the zoom pedal. It doesn't like the Ibanez Y, and it especially doesn't like the DS2, and I'll get to that in a bit. When I get the Strat, I'll put it through the WH10 and the DS2 and show you. Because a lot of people have asked, will this be a good pedal for the John Frusciante kind of boost? And I've got to say no. From my perspective, it doesn't quite get there. And I'll tell you why as we kind of get onto it. But yeah, it's a great... If you've got a Les Paul, though, I mean, it sounds wicked. He just got that Marshall thing. Yeah, that's wicked. That is a really, really cool thing. Okay, so I'm going to change guitars now to the Oswald Strat. And yeah, we'll mess about with it and see what we can kind of get out with that. Yeah, and then I'll plug it into the Ibanez Wire and the DS2 and kind of show you how it reacts with them. It reacts okay for the WH10, not amazingly, but the DS2 despises it. They don't like each other whatsoever. They really do not play well. Okay, so let's change guitar, shall we? Okay, so switched over to the lovely Oswald Strat now for some single coil action, everybody. Okay, so this is just the MG on its own, just through the clean channel straight. Yeah, just again, I ain't changed the EQ. The EQ, I haven't told you ever. The EQ is I've got gain at 10, bass is all the way off, middle is at 3, and treble's at 1. So again, it's just, that's the kind of setting I find that the MG is kind of like really neutral and it just accepts anything you want to plug for it. It's just really cool. Okay, so, yeah, so let's engage the Jubilee Overdrive and see, you know, and just see what we can get out of it with single coils. I'm just going to mess about now, and let's just see if we can kind of like get close to that kind of John Frusciante-esque kind of clean tone and kind of maybe a Richie Bartmore-esque kind of stratty big tone and like a Hendrixy kind of thing. And then maybe a bluesy kind of thing as well. Okay, so at this point in time, again, loudness, I haven't touched the loudness. The loudness is just at 10 o'clock. Got drive all the way up, bass and middle are at 12 o'clock, and I've got treble all the way off. And it sounds like this. It's making me want to play this. That's really Richie Blackmore-y to me. Get rid of a delay. But like Richie did. It's just got that kind of... It's got the Richie Blackmore thing. I mean, you kind of get away with Jimi Hendrix with that as well. Yeah. Anyway, getting carried away, as we tendencies to do, everybody. But anyway, that's okay. But yeah, it really does kind of do that Richie Blackmore thing. Again, that's a treble off. So I'm going to roll the treble into half now. I think it's going to be quite nasty, though. Not bad. It's not really my kind of thing. No, definitely not. I like the treble off. Again, can you imagine that? I'm going to roll the mids all the way in. That's not it. I've forgotten it. There's that really cool the version of No 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 on the beat club sessions, and it starts with it. I love this sound. This sound makes me very, very, very happy. I'm starting to warm to this pedal, everybody. It's happening. It's happening. Like I say, there's always something in something. If you just kind of like stick at it long enough, eventually something appears. It's mad. It's really weird, but yeah. It's the Richie Blackmore thing. Really nice. That's really, really cool. Okay, so I'm going to put the mids back to a half, and I'm going to lower the drive to a half. So drive really low now. Okay, boosting the treble. By the way, if you keep looking me over there, I'm looking at the levels of the video. By the way, that's gonna be like some kind of new little thing I'm doing. So if you just kind of see me looking like randomly gormless off to the right, well, left side of the camera, like this side, then I'm looking gormlessly at the levels and make sure they're all okay. Let's go on the John Frusciante hunt. John Frusciante hunt in real time. I haven't been able to find that sound yet, so too much low end. I mean, it gets close, but it's just not quite there. Oh, hang on. Too much clunk in the mid-range, and the more you take the mid-range out to kind of compensate to get rid of that kind of clunk, and the more you boost the treble, it doesn't seem to kind of equal itself out for that kind of tone. So that's way too much. That sounds like it's way too much treble there. It's too bright. But if I lower the mids down just to kind of compensate for that. It just seems a little bit too clumpy. Clumpy? Well, clumpy and clumsy. It's very I don't know. I mean, let me know what you think, people of the tube. If that's close or far away. It gets close. You just start to lose. But this is all pointless if this pedal doesn't react well with the DS2 or the Ibanez Wah. So I can get close and to John's sound just using this, but it doesn't respond well to the DS2 and the Ibanez Wah. It's very sad because you can kind of get close, or as close as you're ever going to get. Too much bass. Uneven. When you get a real nice kind of neck kind of pickup tone, as soon as you go to a bridge pickup, it's kind of too thin. There's kind of like no consistency. Like so if I put the bass up to about a quarter, it's not bad, but now the bass on the neck is a bit fat. Well, maybe not. It's not bad. That's not bad at all. So I'll tell you what we'll do. So at this point in time, I've boosted up the loudness a bit. So the louder, because it's quite a low gain setting. I've got the loudness at 11 o'clock. I've got drive at 11 o'clock. Trebles at 12 o'clock. Middle is just back from 12 o'clock. So it's between 11 and 12. So like half 11. And bass is at a quarter. So 9 o'clock. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn a camera quick. I'm going to plug in the Ibanez Wah and the DS2. Because, like I say, this is pointless if those pedals don't work for it, because they're the John Frusciante pedals. So let's plug it into a pedal board and let's see how we get on. Okay, so plugged now into the DS2 and the Ibanez Wah. So it's kind of darkened it off a bit, but we can compensate for that. So this is where the problem arises, because that sounds pretty close. But what I've had to do is I've had to boost up the treble and the mids a bit. So now loudness and driver at 11 o'clock, trebles at 3/4, so 3 o'clock. Middle's at 12 o'clock and bass is at 9 o'clock. So, but because of that, now the DS2, it will just rebel. It will just rebel. You probably won't get a volume jump, but the tone will be nasty. So from like, you know, it's just not that smooth John tone. It's just not there. And if I lower the tone on the pedal, I mean, that's tone all the way off on the DS2 and it's still not there. But if I lower the tone down, then I won't get the crazy John Frusciante Wah thing because the tone's too low. So kicking on the DS2 and then trying to get the John Frusciante Down in California Wah, it's just not there at all. And the Ibanez Wah sounds, it's not bad, but you get a bit of a volume jump. It's a bit shrill. And to get the DS2 To get the DS2 to kind of get that John Frusciante thing, you have to get rid of the treble. You know, that's the treble all the way off, but now I've lost that. I've totally lost that John tone. So, so people asking that question, is this pedal good for the John Frusciante thing? Not really, no. It doesn't behave well with the DS2 and the Ibanez Wah, and when it does, it's not the tone. So it's a bit of a pig, really, because you get a really kind of nice John-esque kind of tone out of it. You know, it's kind of got that kind of thing, but like I say, the moment you stick on the Ibanez Wah of DS2, it's just... It's not really John. It's quite gnarly, and it doesn't have that warmth and fatness at all. Okay, so... But, if you're after kind of like a Richie Blackmore-esque kind of distortion pedal, or like say early, just that classic Marshall, high, you know, kind of modded Marshall, plexi kind of sound, or Silver Jubilee sound, which is kind of what the Silver Jubilee is, to me, anyway. This sounds like a hot-rodded plexi, to me, in a way. It's like, you know, it's kind of what like the JCM kind of 800 kind of reminds me of as well. You know, this pedal does that thing really nicely, especially, you know, with the drive cranked. It does that really well. That's lovely. That is lovely. That is awesome sound. That makes me very happy. I bet you can't tell. But I say, for the John Frusciante thing, it just I don't know, it just doesn't quite do it. Like I say, to get it to behave properly, it doesn't do it. It's really annoying. This sound behaves really nicely with the DS2. Tone for days and hiss for days. I don't know anymore. All I know is I love that sound. That sounds amazing. About all the effects you're hearing are just off the MG. Okay, yeah. So yeah, okay, that kind of about does it really. Maybe I was expecting a bit too much on the John Frusciante front. I kind of thought, because like a lot of people, yeah, Silver Jubilee modelled on it would do that thing, but it It does, but it's got its drawbacks, like I say. And if it doesn't work with the DS2 and the Ibanez Wah, you know, what's the point? You know, it's just not there. So it's kind of annoying, really. It's kind of sad. I wish it did work, because I really like the pedal. I like it even more now after this video. I've got to say, I started the video a bit kind of like, I'm not so sure about this. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's good. It does this thing, but like the more I play it, the more I like it. But it doesn't do that John Frusciante thing. It does the amazing kind of like Super Marshall sound. It's amazing for that Ritchie Blackmore, Jimi Hendrix kind of thing. It's really awesome. You know, that really... That's a very classic sound. It's just a very, very classic sound, and I like it a lot. Yeah, really, really cool. But yeah, it doesn't do the John Frusciante thing, so I can't recommend it for the John Frusciante tone at all. It doesn't have the right compression. It doesn't have the right kind of tone to be working with the... It has a great John-esque clean tone, but it doesn't have the right tone to work with the DS2 and the WH-10, sadly. So, unfortunately, that's a no-go, and that's kind of upsetting. But it is what it is. But like I say, there's always something in everything. I would have this pedal set like that all the time, just for the Ritchie Blackmore thing. I would not take it off that setting. It's just, that's the sound I want it to do. That's the sound I love it to do, kind of thing. So it's kind of one of those pedals, really. It does... I would say it's more of a distortion pedal than a clean boost or a clean tone-ish kind of thing. And it's a great kind of blues kind of pedal and rock pedal, especially with Les Paul. I think it really excels with Les Paul. It sounded great with the Strat as well. And he's got the right amount of gain as well on the drive dial. Maybe a little bit more would be nice, just to boost it a bit more. But you can shove an overdrive on top of it, just to kind of push it over the edge a bit more, especially with a Strat. But it has got enough just to play with and kind of get away with, so it's really nice. But yeah, it's a cool pedal. It is a cool pedal, but it's not a pedal that's kind of knocking at my back door, so to say. I mean, I've got to be honest. That's what I'm here to do. I don't want to lie to anybody. I don't want to go, this is amazing. You need to go out and buy it when I don't feel it is amazing. You know, it's a great pedal. Don't get me wrong. It's a great pedal. But to me, it's not knocking on the back door of my Marshall Governor. It's not knocking on the back door of the Tone City Golden Plexi, the Jackhammer, the Blues Breaker. You know, it's not knocking. It's not near them. It is nice though. I don't like to badmouth things, but I hope I'm not coming across like I'm just like, you know, slagging it off. I don't want to badmouth the pedal, because it's an amazing pedal and I love the sound it makes. It just doesn't appeal to me as much. I'm sure people love it, and I know people love it. But like I say, for me, you know, I'd rather be honest and, you know, rather be perfectly 100% honest with you than just kind of like, you know, just spin a yarn and say it's amazing when I don't believe it's absolutely the best thing ever. You know, so yeah, the Alexander Jubilee Silver Overdrive, everybody. Thank you so much to the guy who lent me this. I can't thank you enough. That means a lot. Thank you so much for me to be able to bring this to you. Thank you very much, and I'll say thank you all so very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to shut the room mic off now and do some Ritchie Blackmore stuff, just to kind of let you hear it close mic with the Strat as an outro. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. And let me know what you think to the sound of this pedal. It's really nice sound. It really is a nice sound. It's not a harsh, nasty, crappy, rubbishy distortion in any way, shape or form. But for me, there are others, you know. But anyway, enough on that. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you again on Wednesday. See you then. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening. Goodbye now. Saluting. Why do we salute? It's in the army!